What is up, you little lizards? Welcome back to Dead Boy Gaming, and this is your intrepid anti-hero, Pete. So, I was having a little bit of a rough day the other day, and there was a box on my porch. Now, this is not completely out of the ordinary for me. I do tend to order a lot from Amazon, as much as I hate them. You can't beat the value in that 2-day shipping dough. But I cracked it open and check this out. Yeah, buddy, the House of 1,000 Corpses board game that I kickstarted so long ago, I practically almost forgot I had it. So yeah, House of 1,000 Corpses, the board game, and then the swag that it came with. So I got a sweet friggin' coloring book. Check that out. And I got some sweet minis. So Kickstarter, yeah, awesome. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead, crack this open. We're gonna do a little unboxing, little review, see how it goes. Yeah, you ready? I'm ready. Let's get this shit going. Okay, so here we have cracked the box open, and we have a fairly nice board, pretty high quality. One thing I will say is this looking a little roll to move. We'll see how the movement works, but seems pretty simple. We got a couple of pawns, we got a couple of card decks. Got some character cards, couple status cubes. Yeah, so pretty standard stuff. We got ourselves a rule book. So yeah, what I'm going to do is take a look through the rule book, see about the game, maybe do a short review, and yeah, how about we do this? I wore my Captain Spaulding shirt for you. We have to. See? We have to. Be right back. Gotta read. Okay, so we got the board mainly set up here, so I'll give you a quick tour. We have an initiative track up here. This is a cooperative game where the players are playing as the killers. So they have the ability to set initiative at the beginning of the first round, but also as the game goes. Over here we have a clever little round token. So what happens is the object of the game is for the players to fill up the blood meter before the end of 4 turns. If you know the movie, there is a ride that the players ride. So the cute little round marker is them riding it. So super cute. The board is looks a little like Clue-y. Like there's a lot of rooms. So we got like Otis's room, Hugo's room, Mother's room. Like it's very clearly a house. And in each one, there's a stack of cards. These cards are seeded out at the beginning of the game, and they include things like items, conditions. Conditions might be things that slow us down. We have items that might increase our attack or our search. Barriers to help us kill folks. Yep, so we are all set up, and over here we're going to have our character cards. So we are picking Otis, we have Baby, and we have, of course, the immortal Captain Spaulding. So every player is going to be getting 4 identical action cards. This is going to be determining what you do on that round. We're also going to have slightly different stats. So Captain Spaulding is a little more stabby than Baby, and so on and so forth. So we all have our own little specialties. So yeah, that's how the board's set up. The cards are seated, and yeah, so let's see if we can kill some people. Yep. At the start of the game, the players get to occupy any space that is not already occupied by a victim. And what will happen is during any turn, the players are going to go through taking turns taking one of the actions on their board. So we have capture, we have fight, we have run, we have search. So capture, one of the things that you can do with the victims is instead of stabbing them, you can drag them off the board. So this is one of the ways that you're going to be gaining blood score by killing people. So if we drag the cheerleader off the board, we're going to get 2 blood. But if we just stab them using the fight action, it would be 3 blood. Also interesting to know, they have a really neat action system, like Arc Nova, but say Baby wants to take the move action. See above here, it's going to cost 0 extra adrenaline. The cubes signify adrenaline. But where is baby here on the board? So if I want to move, I would still have to move a number of cubes equal to the number of spaces I'd want to go. So I would get into the hall, and let's say I'm heading towards the cheerleader, so that would be my run action. Here, the run would move down to the end of the board, everything slides up, and yeah, so now we'd be ready for the next turn. Each player will also have a special effect that will be listed right on the board, usually once per round, but there may be more. I haven't seen every single card yet. So we'll go over the actions one at a time. Killing somebody, pretty easy. If you are in the same spot as a survivor, or in this case, I guess not so much of a survivor, it is a cheerleader. And yeah, so you would kill them, blood score would go up 1, and you would go about your business. And a new card would be revealed. There's another cheerleader ready for the next time. The important thing here is that you have to spend adrenaline at least equal to the blood value of who you're killing. So if this was Otis, I think that was baby standee, but really doesn't matter. But that's the attack. Move, pretty much exactly what you would think it is. 3 feet will get me 3 points of movement. The search will be the ability to search into the deck. In this particular case, we've got a victim on top, so that's probably pretty much what we'd want. But let's say another room, it would give us the chance to dig deeper within it, look for something we might want more, typically items or things of this nature. Next we have the capture. Capture is that ability where instead of just killing something outright, you have to drag them to one of these exits. So I don't know if you do it with a 2 value. Some of the survivors are much higher value, but you would have to physically drag them to one of these exits. So I haven't played the game yet. I don't know how feasible it is. And then you have the run mechanic. Other little things to be aware of, there is an NPC policeman, I forget his name, Wyman or something. He just kind of trots around the board, slowing things up, making things annoying like cops do. Yeah, and then there are trophy cards. So when you kill something, you do get trophy cards. These are all bonuses. They typically make things easier. So, for instance, this will decrease the amount that you have to pay for an action. So in this world, if I wanted to move 4, I could play this trophy, and I would only need 2 adrenaline to move 4, because that would provide 2. Or I can use it as a wild. Pretty good stuff. So, yeah, trophies are pretty good. You get them by kills. And running away, things like this are automated by the game using these cards. So based on the health of the different survivors, where they go, what they do, if anything, and where the cop goes. So the players take turns going back and forth until nobody can or wants to take any additional actions. The round token will move to the next round, and the game will go on. After 4 rounds, either the players have filled up the blood bank or they lose. So, what do I think? My main feeling, not having gotten it to the table yet to actually play, just doing a quick overview, it's exactly what I thought it was going to be, and anybody who does gaming going into it, this is what you expect. So it's going to be as good as the people you play with. You're going to want to make sure you keep it light. If you really enjoy the fun of chasing down and the killing and it does really look neat, the whole mechanic of searching for the player characters in the movie and having the option to drag them off, just really, really cool. Big marks for following the IP. That being said, I mean, in terms of downside, I haven't played it yet, but I mean, it's a game that I've played before. It's a game we've all played before, but it does take a mix of a couple of different mechanics that I am excited about. I do like the Arc Nova action mechanic. The draggy thing does look neat, so a lot of it, I'm just excited to get it to the table, and I'm really excited about that coloring book. Pretty excited about the minis too, though. I'm not good at painting minis. I'm going to do it this time, though. I promise. All right, anyway, thanks to anyone who stopped in to say hi. Like, subscribe if you love Jesus. Like, subscribe if you don't. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye.